Have you ever noticed how some things in your home just take up space, but you can't seem to let them go? As the years go by, it's easy for clutter to build up. Old furniture, stacks of papers, sentimental items tucked away in corners. But here's the truth. Before you turn 70, there are certain household items you must declutter. Doing so isn't just about making space, it's about creating a home that feels lighter, easier to manage, and more in tune with the life you want to live. In this video, we're diving into 6 specific household items that are weighing you down more than you realize. Whether it's things you've held onto out of habit, outdated belongings that no longer serve you, or objects that quietly add stress to your daily routine, you'll discover why letting go of them can bring you unexpected relief. More importantly, you'll learn how decluttering these items isn't about loss, it's about freedom. Number 1. Worn out and unused furniture. Let's begin by talking about one of the biggest culprits of household clutter: worn out and unused furniture. Over the years, many of us accumulate chairs, tables, and cabinets that once served us well. But as time moves on, that bulky recliner in the corner, or the oversized dining table that once hosted lively family dinners, may become more of a burden than a blessing. Sometimes our once cherished pieces now serve as reminders of a past era, and while they evoke fond memories, they can also hinder the comfort and safety of our daily lives. Consider Frank, a kind gentleman I once knew who was 74 years old. Frank had a collection of furniture gathered over decades, some pieces he had inherited, some that were gifted by close friends, and others that he purchased during the optimistic days of his youth. His home, once warm and inviting, gradually turned into a maze of unused items, each carrying stories of celebration and change. Frank found himself tripping over a broken chair and feeling frustrated every time he tried to navigate his living room, as each step was a reminder of cluttered pasts and uncertain space. It wasn't until his daughter casually mentioned that he had 5 chairs in the living room, only 2 of which were ever used, that he realized something needed to change. That gentle observation sparked a new way of thinking. It was an invitation to embrace a simpler, more accessible living space that could be enjoyed without worry. He recognized that every unused piece was adding unnecessary weight to his life, distracting him from enjoying the present moment fully. Frank decided to start small. He tackled one room at a time, carefully choosing to let go of the items that no longer served a purpose. With each decision, he felt a mix of bittersweet memories and hopeful relief. The broken chair with the wobbly leg, the oversized coffee table that made every step feel like a challenge. All of these were gently retired from his daily life. In their place, he found space, ease, and a renewed sense of comfort in his own home, inviting fresh energy and opportunity into each corner. This is one of those life lessons from the elderly that I hold dear. Sometimes, less truly is more. By letting go of the unnecessary, Frank rediscovered the joy of a home that embraced simplicity, allowing for both cherished memories and new beginnings to flourish. Think back to a piece of furniture in your home that holds a story. What memories does it evoke, and how might letting it go open the door to new possibilities? Number 2. Clothes you never wear. Now, let's move on to the second area: the clothes we never wear. Our wardrobes often become a repository for items that once felt significant. Maybe it was a suit from your younger days, a dress you wore to a very special occasion, or even a stack of old t-shirts that just sit there, gathering dust. Over time, these garments, laden with memories and emotions, quietly accumulate until they overshadow the wardrobe's functionality, making it harder to find the pieces that truly express who you are today. Take Linda, for example, a spirited lady of 72 who found her closet overflowing with garments that no longer fit or felt comfortable. Linda's wardrobe was a blend of outfits from different eras, a beautiful, albeit overwhelming reminder of her past that was gradually becoming more of an obstacle in her everyday life. Each morning as she opened her closet, she was overwhelmed by a cacophony of colors and styles that no longer resonated with the person she had become. With gentle determination, she realized it was time to reclaim her space and her identity. One day, Linda decided it was time for a change. She pulled everything out and created 3 simple piles: the clothes she loved and actually wore, those that no longer fit or felt right, and a just-in-case pile, filled with sentimental pieces that she realized no longer needed to be held onto physically. With a bit of hesitation and a warm smile of remembrance, she let go of the just-in-case items, and in doing so discovered that she wasn't losing her past, she was making space for a future that truly reflected her current self, vibrant and unburdened by yesterday's fashions. This gentle transformation is another example of life lessons from the elderly. It teaches us that our closet should reflect the person we are now, not the person we once were. Studies have shown that simplifying your wardrobe can lead to less stress in the morning and a clearer sense of identity, a simple yet powerful change that also brings peace and clarity to our lives. By letting go of clothes that no longer serve us, we embrace the wisdom that comes with time, honor our journey, and allow our inner light to shine brighter with each new day. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 2 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 3, expired medications and old toiletries. Next, let's talk about something we rarely think about but is so important: expired medications and old toiletries. Over time, many of us accumulate bottles of pain relievers, half-finished prescriptions, and skincare products that have long since passed their prime. While these items might seem harmless at first glance, keeping them around not only clutters our space but can also pose serious risks to our health by compromising their effectiveness and even causing unexpected side effects. In addition, they take up valuable space that could be better used for current, safe, and necessary items, reminding us gently to stay mindful of what we keep. I remember Robert, a gentle soul of 75, who prided himself on maintaining an organized home filled with care and attention to detail. One day, while reaching for a bandage in his medicine cabinet, he discovered an alarming collection of expired medications and outdated creams hidden behind newer products. These items, long forgotten and unused, had quietly taken over his small space, transforming it into a mini time capsule of the past. Concerned not only about the potential health risks, but also about the chaos creeping into his orderly life, Robert made the heartfelt decision to clear out his medicine cabinet. With determination and care, he safely disposed of the expired medications and organized the remaining items, ensuring that everything was both safe to use and genuinely beneficial for his well-being. This small act of decluttering not only improved his daily routine by making his space safer and more functional, but it also reminded him of the importance of self-care and maintaining a healthy environment. It's one of those gentle reminders, another set of life lessons from the elderly, that sometimes our overall health and well-being require us to let go of the old, outdated items to make room for the new and beneficial. By embracing these changes, we create a home that supports a calmer, more secure lifestyle, and in doing so, we honor our journey toward a healthier, happier life. Can you remember a time when you discovered an old bottle of medicine or a skincare product that you hadn't used in years? What did that moment teach you about change and renewal? Number 4, old papers, documents, and unused mail. Now, let's delve into the often overlooked world of paper clutter. Over the decades, many of us have accumulated piles of old bills, receipts, instruction manuals, and even unused mail that seem to multiply overnight. These papers, once important, often linger far beyond their usefulness, creating a physical and mental weight in our homes. They crowd our surfaces, hide treasured memories, and even serve as constant reminders of times that no longer serve us. In the quiet moments, the clutter can feel like a heavy blanket over our minds, urging us to restore clarity and calm. Consider Barbara, a thoughtful lady in her early 70s who once found herself buried in a mountain of old documents, from outdated utility bills and long-forgotten receipts to tax returns that dated back to the 1980s. Her filing cabinet was overflowing with pieces of her past. Every drawer seemed to whisper stories of previous decades, making it hard to distinguish between what was essential and what was merely an echo of time gone by. As she navigated through the stacks, the clutter not only overwhelmed her living space, but also began to dim the light of her peace of mind. Taking a deep breath, Barbara decided to tackle the clutter head-on. With a resolute spirit, she sorted through every stack, carefully keeping only the documents that were absolutely necessary, legal, financial, and medical records, that were still relevant to her current life. In the process, she embraced modern technology and digitized many of her important records, thus freeing up valuable physical space while still preserving cherished memories and vital information. This experience reinforced the idea that simplifying our surroundings can lead to a clearer mind, a lighter heart, and a renewed sense of control over our lives. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 4 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Number 5, kitchen items you never use. The kitchen is one of the most cluttered areas in any home. Over time, it's easy to accumulate items that serve no real purpose. Cabinets may be filled with mismatched containers, drawers stuffed with utensils you never use, and old pots and pans gathering dust. Before you turn 70, it's time to clear out the kitchen clutter that's making your space more chaotic than it needs to be. Many people hold on to kitchen items out of habit. Maybe it's a set of fancy dishes you've been saving for a special occasion that never comes, or small appliances you bought years ago but haven't touched since. You might even have 3 or 4 versions of the same tool, a collection of spatulas, multiple coffee mugs, or an overflowing drawer of plastic lids with no matching containers. But here's the truth. A kitchen filled with unused or unnecessary items doesn't make life easier, it makes it harder. Take George, for example. He's 76 and has lived in the same house for decades. Over the years, his kitchen filled up with gadgets and cookware he rarely used: blenders, food processors, toasters that sat untouched, plates and glasses stacked high in cabinets, and drawers crammed with tools he didn't even remember buying. Every time he needed something, he had to dig through clutter just to find it. One day, after knocking over a pile of unused baking sheets while searching for a pan, he decided enough was enough. He went through his kitchen one section at a time, asking himself a simple question: do I actually use this? If the answer was no, he set it aside. Duplicates were gone. Expired spices, pantry items, that bread maker he bought years ago and used once, donated or discarded. By the time he was finished, his kitchen felt like a completely different space, more functional, more organized, and most importantly, easier to use. A kitchen filled with only what you actually use isn't just easier to manage, it makes daily life smoother and more enjoyable. Is there a kitchen tool or appliance in your home that reminds you of family gatherings or a particular celebration? How does that memory make you feel, and what might you do to preserve that memory while reducing clutter? Number 6, sentimental items that no longer serve you. One of the hardest things to declutter is sentimental items. These include old letters, gifts from loved ones, souvenirs from past vacations, or boxes filled with memories from decades ago. They carry emotional weight, and that's why so many people struggle to let them go. Before you turn 70, it's important to ask yourself whether these sentimental objects are truly bringing you joy or simply taking up space. Many of us hold on to sentimental items because we feel guilty about letting them go. A gift from a relative who has passed away, a stack of greeting cards from birthdays long ago, or childhood keepsakes from your kids or grandkids. These things remind us of important moments, but they can also become overwhelming when they start piling up. Take Helen, for example. She's 78 and had been holding on to boxes and boxes of old letters, souvenirs, and keepsakes from different stages of her life. When she moved into a smaller home, she realized she had an entire storage unit filled with things she hadn't looked at in years. At first, the idea of getting rid of anything felt impossible. What if she forgot the memories attached to those items? What if letting go felt like erasing a part of her life? Then she made a shift. Instead of holding on to everything, she started being selective. She kept a few truly meaningful items: her wedding album, a handful of letters from loved ones, a small collection of souvenirs that made her smile, and let go of the rest. She donated items that could still be useful to others and took photos of things she wanted to remember without keeping them physically. As she did, she felt an unexpected relief. Decluttering sentimental items doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means making space to fully enjoy the present. It means choosing to surround yourself with things that bring you happiness rather than objects that weigh you down. If you're still here, thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If today's message touched something true in your life, just comment number 6 so I know you're here. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next. This channel is a gentle space where experience matters, kindness is shared, and growing older means something. I'm truly grateful you're here. Final thoughts. As we wrap up, please take a quiet moment to reflect on the 6 household items we've discussed today. Decluttering before you turn 70 isn't simply about making space. It's about creating a home that feels lighter, easier to manage, and perfectly in tune with the life you wish to live. Each item you decide to let go of isn't a loss. It's a step towards simplicity, clarity, and peace of mind. A gentle reminder that sometimes letting go of the old makes way for new blessings. What touched your heart the most? Which of these items do you recognize in your own home? Perhaps you've already begun parting with furniture that no longer serves you, or maybe you've experienced the relief that comes from clearing away old papers, unused kitchen items, or sentimental objects that no longer bring joy. Maybe today's message has sparked a fresh perspective. It's not just about the things we own, but about the freedom to embrace a life filled with purpose and ease. We'd truly love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below sharing one valuable lesson you learned today and how you plan to apply it in your daily life. Your experiences are treasured, and your words offer inspiration and comfort to us all. If you found this message helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with friends who may also appreciate these insights. Your support helps us continue to create thoughtful content that informs and inspires. Thank you for joining me today on this journey toward a simpler, more joyful home. Remember, the wisdom of a well-lived life teaches us that every small act of letting go opens up space for new memories and renewed energy. A home is not just a place, it is a sanctuary where the heart finds peace.